Hi, welcome back to Silver Scoop. Today, we're going to check out the most advanced AI chatbot and how it's been making headlines everywhere. While it's setting up the AI race, some predict that Google might lose its relevance unless it comes up with its own AI model anytime soon. You can subscribe for more information on the tech industry and the global economy. One commonly held theory these days is that this AI chatbot will eventually replace Google, while some highly doubt it. Google developed much of the underlying technology. In fact, the T in GPT stands for a transformer, and Google invented it. Google's artificial intelligence technology is being developed by a large team of industry's top engineers. Google has assured us in numerous presentations that they are working on it behind the scenes, but is not yet ready for public access. Then OpenAI, teaming up with Microsoft, brings this shiny new thing called ChatGPT, and people are using it and loving it so much. We're seeing a lot of the messages that is currently at capacity. Let's first discuss what this new chatbot is all about, which is both fascinating and intimidating. The San Francisco-based AI company OpenAI, which also created GPT-3, DALL-E, and other AI tools, developed ChatGPT. It is essentially a text-based chatbot with AI power that is accessible online. Technically speaking, though, it's not exactly something brand new. It is based on the language model for GPT-3, which came out 2 years ago. Then this GPT-3 is upgraded and given more training. All of this was done by adding a simple, easy-to-use user interface to the existing model of GPT-3. It clearly demonstrates how much user-friendliness affects technological development. Although AI technology has been around for some years now, after ChatGPT was open to the public, it attracted users very quickly. 1 million in just 5 days, 100 million users in 2 months. When you type a question or request into ChatGPT, it starts working on it right away so that it can give you the most relevant results. Training these models takes time, but somehow it's a matter of gathering huge amounts of data. OpenAI feeds hundreds of billions of text examples from Wikipedia, news sources, and social media into a transformer model to improve understanding of the request. And then it takes all of the text and begins mapping it. It begins to deduce the relationships between various units of text, known as tokens. It is trained to guess which pieces of text go with each other in a certain context. In our experience with AI chatbots over the past few years, they tend to say, "Sorry, I can help you," when we throw something that is not in their standard repertoire. ChatGPT, on the other hand, is way more interactive and adaptable. Most AI chatbots don't remember what they were talking about and who they were talking to. They don't keep track of what users type in. Every time you talk to a chatbot, it's like you just started the conversation. However, ChatGPT can easily continue where you left off. It recalls what you discussed. It would remember the previous conversation so you could pick up right where you left off. It can also be used to create these persistent personas. So you can say, "Okay, now you and I are partners and we're having a disagreement about moving in together." And it will be just talking to you as if it were your partner trying to make their own points. This kind of persistence can translate into a number of possibilities. Other most effective uses of apparently the most advanced AI chatbot is teaching. It's so good at breaking down complex ideas into different levels of difficulty. So I asked GPT the other night to explain quantum physics in high school reading level. Then it provided a rather plain explanation as to what quantum physics is. How particles behave on a tiny scale, along with practical uses of the studies. As to make it short, ChatGPT said, "Quantum physics studies how particles like atoms behave on a tiny scale. It shows that particles can exist in multiple states at once, be connected to each other even from a distance, and randomly change states. This science has many real-world uses such as in electronics, lasers, and medical imaging. And then I asked the same question again to explain quantum physics, this time in college reading level. The answer is now a bit lengthier, containing more scientific terms like electrons and photons, the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. It describes what quantum physics is based on how it differs from classical physics. Many users have also asked ChatGPT to write code. It generates fully functional Python code to automate a task. Not only can you use it to write code, but it can tell you where you made a mistake by highlighting where your code is broken. It can identify where and why it needs fixing. So despite widespread worry about its misuse in the classroom, ChatGPT can actually be quite useful for studying. If used wisely, it can be as useful as having one of the best tutors always by your side. ChatGPT is not OpenAI's best or the latest AI chatbot. Companies working on the next version of the large language model, GPT-4. It has 500 times more training data than GPT-3. Can you imagine how much more powerful it will be? It's going to be capable of doing a whole lot of different things. And those who work in the field of AI, they're giving testimony that basically this GPT-4 is some sort of supernatural thing. Though it was developed a couple years ago, ChatGPT has been causing a lot of hype and anxiety since day one. The new GPT-4 is releasing next month and it will be next level. It'll be nothing like what we've seen before. It will most likely change the way we work, study, and the way we manage our day-to-day lives. It goes without saying that one of the most successful pieces of technology ever invented is Google's search engine. While Google has long held sway over the internet, ChatGPT's going online is forcing the search giant to act quickly to maintain its position. Even if Google does move faster, do you think ChatGPT will ultimately replace Google and change the way we live forever? Should we be more discreet and get ready for the sweeping changes that are sure to come? Feel free to leave a comment with what you think. Don't forget to hit like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe to see more videos like this. You'll enjoy this one as well. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.